All right, I'm going to do the robe for the Indian. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's stronger than clay. It's quick, and it'll act, the robe hanging off of his arm and maybe over his shoulder will act as a stabilizer for this clay, which right now, if you look at the side view, he wobbles a bit, and this will keep him from wobbling. I'm melting wax in the back right now. It's a Victory Brown wax, which they use at the foundry. And in this book, Mystic Warriors of the Plains, let me see if I can get this up there. There's the picture of the buffalo skin right there. And you can see the pattern of that, the shape of the skin. Now, buffalo skins are huge. And so what I'm doing is making this skin about this much taller, if it was hung, than he is. Okay, I've got the general pattern cut out. It gives me the shape that I want. This is the head, and this would be the tail of the animal. This would be the front legs. The only thing I need to readjust is the width of the neck skin. So I'm going to take it down just a little bit. Now that's ready for dipping, and it's about the right size. All right, that's what I'll do now is get ready to dip it in wax as soon as the wax is melted. Now I have to be able to dip the cloth into the wax without burning my hands, and one way to do that is by making some wire hooks that will go through the edge of the cloth, which is not that one. Obvious, eh? There we go. Now I'm going to have the head and the leg extensions downward, and I'm going to use the bottom part of the skin as the hook. There we go. And I just do it on the corners. There we go. Now when I dip it down into the wax, it'll all come out dripping, and it'll cool a little bit before I actually put it on him, because this, if I put it on him while it's really hot, it would literally melt the clay. Okay, the next thing I need to do is protect the base and the sculpting stand from the dripping wax. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking a small trash can plastic bag, something that's disposable, and I'm wrapping the square base with it so that any wax drips onto the plastic and not onto the sculpting stand. I use is something chefs use on their stoves. It really works well for wax. I just put it on a single burner that I plug into my wall in my studio, and that's the melted wax in there. Okay, what I've done is I've laid a plastic bag on the floor between this and the stand. And the reason I've done that is so that I don't get wax on the floor, which is obvious. I bring this over to the edge so that if it drips on that plastic bag and not on my table. I just dip it slowly into the wax and let it soak in. All right, this is where it makes or breaks it. I can ruin the figure I've just spent several days working on, or it'll work out. Now I'm going to move over a little closer and let this hang out here and grip onto this thing here and start cooling down a little bit. Okay, as you can see, I've got the robe surrounding the character that I'm doing. And what I've tried to do is make it so that I can fill in behind the robe and make it castable. Cover the full base here with the robe. See, the thing you got to think about is it castable? And that's what I want more than anything else, is make it as easy as I can for the foundry without deteriorating the design. Now I'm going to have this leg here hang out. Now you see why I cut the pattern out, because it gives me shapes that would only happen if this was done as a buffalo robe. And see, this would be fur on this side of the skin. And it's got the same basic feel of a buffalo robe, which is huge skin. And if it's covered with fur, it has it. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm basically shaping it the way I like it, and then I'll go back and redo the wrinkles a little bit better. The idea is to get everything worked out so that the skin complements the body. That looks good. See, it's got a nice side view. All this is going to work out nicely here. Now, the only thing I got to do now is just let it set. And I'm going to let it set overnight. And by tomorrow, this will be rock hard, and I can start adding clay to it. But didn't destroy the sculpture doing this, and it looks good. It complements the figure. Maybe that's what I'll do, is just put the buffalo skin in his hand like he's holding it, and I'll bend it where his fingers would hold it like that, and that would look nice. Yeah, and then I got this area here that I can fill in, so that's gonna look good. I don't want to really put any weapons in his hand because I want this to be a peaceful piece. Right, that's it for today. I'll be here tomorrow.